he's having that withdrawal from the kids. But happy to be here to support Brad going for a win. Machuga from Erie, Pennsylvania, not far from Buffalo, is going for his first career title as well, and a good start for him.
And as comfortable and confident as Mike-Machuga looks, my friend Brad Angelo looks fairly nervous. He's got a lot of sweat on the forehead. But you know what? Brad Angelo is the oldest competitor on the show today, and he's got a lot of experience. However, on the PBA Tour, his first telecast ever.
Last year's top rookie finds the pocket nicely. We know he's nervous, but a great start.
Wow.
Real deal matchup, Randy.
I'm sorry, Dave. The two things that stand out, number one, obviously average, and number two, a little bit higher spare conversion, which is one of the reasons why Brad Angelo is here. Now, when he needed to last night against Brian Goebel, he threw the last 7 strikes to beat Brian in 7-game match to get here today. So he can bring it, he can throw the quality shots, and he is a quality player. He proved that last year.
On night 23, he's going to be up high and look out. Not what he wanted. Got by Brian Goebel, 259, 237 in the final game last night. Round of 8.
This ball drifts high, goes right through the face. And this spare here, you've got to get the ball to the right side over here of the 3-pin and drive it into the 4-7. The ball will take out the 6.
Won't be easy.
Oh!
4 stands.
And again, not real easy, especially on this pattern. A little too far to the right, it goes in the channel. A little too far to the left, he does what he does. He does what he did here, and only getting the 7-pin. Got a little bit soft, looked like he got the ball in a pinch. But again, this type of lane condition, under these type of circumstances, this kind of pressure, I mean, the last thing you want to do is throw it in the gutter.
10-pin for Machuga.
Another quality shot by Mike-Machuga. Leaves a ring in 10.
Had a chance to meet with all the guys this morning, Randy, when they were waiting to go through our introduction rehearsal. Of all the bowlers, it seemed Mike-Machuga was the loosest, most relaxed, at least at that point, about an hour before showtime.
Well, I'm gonna beg to differ with you. I think it may be a toss-up with him and Robert Smith. Robert Smith looked awfully comfortable in that last match. It showed by the score he shot, but I'm not disagreeing with you. Mike-Machuga looks awfully loose too.
Talked about in his wild card match how hard he has worked to get back here. And as the wild card, extra match required to get to the title and exemption for next season. Gets a late trip, 4-pin goes down. Next week, the PBA Tour rolls on to KC for the PBA Greater Kansas City Classic, the Lunar Bowl near Kansas City. The action starts as always at 1 o'clock Eastern Time here on ESPN 10 on the West Coast. Don't miss the best bowlers in the world from Kansas City, the PBA and ESPN. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Great center. We were there last year, Randy, for an early event in our season.
Lunar Bowl, out of this world. Beautiful place.
Patrick Healy Jr. won his first title last year.
Yes, he did.
Machuga and Angelo will try to do the same thing. That is win their first ever championship. One will be through to the finals. Great shot. Brad and his wife in the background.
Brad having
trying to stay loose.
Some issues with his wireless mic.
Right. And he said, you could hear him. Always remember his first ever TV show. He'd like to remember a victory. So consistent last year. 19 of 21 cashes. He'll fix that mic or actually take it off here.
Well, you know, looking at those numbers, the thing that's most impressive is not the fact that he cashed in 19 of 21 events. It's the fact that he made 18 match plays in 21 events. I mean, that is seriously dominating week in and week out, no matter what type of lane condition they put out. He hits them all.
217 average a year ago. He was 13th ranked on the PBA Tour, and that got him, with the 84% cashes, the Rookie of the Year, but didn't make a TV show along the way. Interesting. Looks high, through the nose, top split.
The ball doesn't get far enough to the right. And again, we talked about it before. If you get the ball left on this pattern, it's not going to hold line. It's going to go right through the schnoz, just like it does there. Unfortunately for Brad, he pays the ultimate penalty, leaving the 6-7. He's only converted one split this week. But the split that he did convert, I saw it. He converted the 4-7-9 to win his semifinal match. He just made a ball change, Dave Ryan.
He needs it. Back-to-back open frames. And a big lead for Machuga. 23 pins and counting. Over Angelo. Lane level look at it. And the ball change pays off.
And a nice shot, too. You know, the worst position to be in on the PBA Tour is the first time you're on television, you have a lousy ball reaction, you've already got 2 open frames, you make a ball change because it's a guess. You're hoping and praying that this is the right move, and then trying to pull off a good shot, and Brad Angelo did just that.
Machuga here with a double, could go up 33 pins. Would be 3 strikes in his first 4 frames in this match. He's got some late help. 10 pin goes down, another strike. Mike-Machuga.
Nice shot there. He kicks the 7-10 out late. And one of the things that is making Mike-Machuga a great player is looking and post the shot at the foul line. He talked about it with me last night. It's the balance issue at the foul line. When he gets to the bottom of the swing, he can post the shot and make and repeat quality shots.
A third in a row would give him a 43-pin lead. And a stronghold on this semifinal match with Angelo. Does that. More late help.
Oh, a little trip for 7-10. When it's coming off your hand clean, you're making good quality shots, you get breaks like that.
Angelo, a very successful amateur bowler. Team USA member in 97 and 98. As we mentioned, 33 years old. And the elder statesman of our final 5 here today from Omaha. A little bit of a late start in terms of excelling on the professional level. Speaking of pros, Dick and Brenda Stevens, Thunderbolt co-managers, have done an incredible job with our bowlers and our TV crew all week long. Our special thanks go out to them and their entire staff. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, Leslie Goodell Laneside. It is opening day on the PBA Tour here on ESPN. And it's been exciting so far. Plenty of outstanding storylines for us to follow. The winner earns tour exemption for next year. Formats and new pressures for the bowlers, and it's all on their minds without question. They've told us as Angelo leaves the 10-pin.
Yeah, with a strike there, he could have cut the lead to 23. Gets the bad break, leaving the ring in 10. He made the right choice, switched to the right ball, and made 3 quality shots. Only has a double to show for it.
On lane 23, 10-pin pickup there for Brad Angelo. We'll show you our days in on the road coming up and the exciting events you can tune into and attend if you're in the area as the PBA Tour gets underway. Here on ESPN, we'll follow it all the way on the march to the World Championship.